Hey, welcome back to the channel. We're out at Badlands National Park for sunset and Milky Way with a little bit of star photography mixed in. Shelley's off over that way doing her thing with the composition. And I think we still got, yeah, there's that guy that's been following us over there. And I think his wife's over there. Yeah, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's Sean and Corrine from the Travels of Red Rover. We've been hanging out with them for the last couple of weeks, doing photography, talking YouTube, and just having a great time. So check out the link down below for their channel, and we'll see what we get tonight. So far, I think I got one in the bag that I'm going to show you here. So here's the composition that I got worked out. I'm actually trying to use this and this ridge, these two ridges. So I'm actually trying to use these two ridges, one on here, this side, and this other one here. I'm gonna lead you deep into it. This is also gonna be the composition for when the stars come out. Hopefully they come out. We got a lot of haze out there in the sky. So hopefully that doesn't just kill our chance of getting anything from stars or Milky Way tonight.
So Badlands National Park is a little bit of a challenge to photograph. You got to get the light just right, and the formations don't exactly go north to south or east to west, so you're at the mercy of the light that you have on the day that you're there. That day we had some interesting quality light. Like I said, it was a little hazy, so that did give me a little bit of that belt of Venus glow towards sunset. And the way the light came down, it just feels natural in this raw photograph. So here's the raw against the post-processed photo. Everybody seems to be loving this. You can see a little bit more definition in the sky, and there's more contrast in the post-processed. There's not much difference. There again, that's just the way I shoot in the field. Hey, leave me a comment down below on what you think of this photograph. Let's get a good discussion going in the community on this post-process effect that I've got here. As you can see, from the raw to this post-process, there's more detail in the sky.
Okay, well, I have already done a pano through here. I'm going to try an HDR pano. I don't know. We'll see. At least do some exposure blending probably on it. We'll see how that turns out. I'm not real sure. And now I'm setting up for the Milky Way shots. It's supposed to come up in this general area. I'm going to try a landscape shot. We'll see if I like the vertical better. I'll switch it. I might get more of the Milky Way that way. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But we're going to try and see what happens. So that's pretty much it for me. Pretty simple.
So here are Shelley's compositions, or takes, from the Badlands. I love the light that she got here. The quality is so perfect. The composition's even better than mine. This pano turned out really nice with the setting sun off to the far right there. There again, she got some nice glow. The foreground is great. Here's her attempt at astro. Now keep in mind that we've only done one other attempt at astro ever. So this isn't bad. So tell Shelley what you think. Leave a comment down below and share some love.
All right, everybody. You asked for more geosplaining. Oh, outtake.
We have so many outtakes. It's great. That was great. That was really good.
That was awesome.
Sean,
I love it.
Get in on the action here too.
Oh no. Cousins.
So cousin,
yes.
Are you going to explain geosplaining to us?
Absolutely.
Well, that's a good thing. Because without you explaining geosplaining, we would have no explaining at all.
We'd have no idea what all this is. Okay. Well, I know you're getting a lot of geosplaining this week, but you know, we're in a beautiful area for geology, and I just couldn't resist. This evening, we're at the Badlands National Park in South Dakota. And if you've never been here, it's a beautiful area, as are most of these places we've been in South Dakota. As far as geology goes, it's a rather interesting place. This is a relatively new geologic formation in the grand scheme of things. It didn't start forming until about 75 million years ago. And it started, what it did was there was layers of deposition that occurred throughout time. The bottom layer being a shale layer, and that was a very shallow inland sea, and shales are typically formed in kind of a muddy, low oxygen environment. And then above that, we have different layers of siltstones, mudstones, shales, other shales, things like that, that are formed, even some soils, paleo soils is what we call those, ancient soils. And they were eroded over time beginning about 500,000 years ago. And that's how you get the formations that we have today. Series of depositions and then erosions by rivers and wind, primarily. And the different colors that you see are different minerals that are within those rocks. Things like hematite and chlorite and different iron minerals that cause the different colors, particularly the red. The iron is the red color. And that's why you get this banding, is the different layers have different minerals in them and were deposited at different times, and that's why you get the different layers. We also have volcanic ash mixed in there. That happened from volcanoes that erupted out in the Great Basin in Utah and Nevada, and that ash was drifted by the wind into this area and deposited along with the mudstone. So you get this layer that's kind of a mixture of mud and ash, and that's what the gray is that you see in the formations. So that's basically how it was formed and why it is the way it is today. There you go. And it will probably only last another 1,000,000 years or so, they estimate. So it erodes about 1 inch per year. So it erodes pretty quickly in geologic time. So won't be here for too long. Better check it out.
So the sun is pretty much set. We're getting a little bit of afterglow. The Osmo Pocket 2 does a pretty good job in this level of light, whereas the Pocket 1 was pretty much crap. I'll just say that. And I'm gonna throw it back to the desk for the photos.
So here is a twilight shot. The sun had just set, so this is pretty much blue hour. The canyons were kind of lit by the moon, which was still up. We were hoping for the moon to go down enough to get a Milky Way shot of the Badlands that night. Unfortunately, none of us took into account all the light pollution in the direction that the Milky Way was going to come up. It makes for a cool twilight image. Tell me what you think in a comment down below. So this next one is the raw version of my Milky Way shot. You can see the Milky Way. It kind of looks like clouds right through here. And there are some clouds. So we were really concerned that we weren't going to get much starlight at all that night, especially with the haze off in the distance and all that light pollution, like I said earlier. So this is the raw, of course. So I haven't done anything to this. And here is the post-process versus the raw. I had to bring up the exposure considerably to get the foreground to look like I wanted it to. And here you can see the Milky Way a little bit better defined. I thought about putting all these images together and doing a long time lapse. I do have quite a few of them. I might do that in another video just to show the movement of the Milky Way during the night while we were there. As it was, we had an hour drive back to Rapid City to stay at the trailer at the KOA. Fun when it's late and you've been up all day. Now back to Craig out in the field for the wrap-up.
If you've made it this far and you haven't yet done so, please hit the subscribe button, ding the bell for future notifications, and give me a big thumbs up. Also, do me a big favor, go on over to the Travels of Red Rover, links down below, And hit the subscribe button for Sean and Corinne too, because they've got some really cool videos out there, some really cool locations, and loaded with tons of great information. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.